to see the criticisms of ABA. I don't want to dismiss people's experiences, and certainly the people who can communicate for themselves and say what I experienced was abuse. I don't discount or dismiss that. But there are so many out there who can't communicate for themselves, and who need the systems that they've received through ABA. I think just like any profession, there are good therapists and there are not so good therapists. There are ethical therapists and there are perhaps unethical therapists. And the center that we've gone through has been nothing but ethical, has done nothing but put my son's needs and desires first. They've never forced him to do anything. He's never been forced to stop stimming. He's never been forced to speak. He's never been forced to make eye contact or accept touch. All these things that I do hear as the criticisms of ABA, that it forces the autistic child to, comply with the neurotypical world. That has not been our experience. It's not been my son's experience. He loves going there. He calls it his school. He required 30 to 40 hours a week of ABA, and so this has been his full-time education. He has not yet attended public school. And I mean, these people, we've had them as respite workers, his therapists. They're fully invested in him and his joy and his development as a whole person. And so, again, from our experience, I wouldn't see it as abusive. And I think as part of doing a research, as one of possibly the failings of the system is that parents are left to find the services themselves, and it's hard to know what to look for. And I think probably there are people out there who are looking to take advantage and aren't maybe qualified, aren't maybe trained the way that they're supposed to be, and who are practicing ABA in a harmful manner. And so that's just part of something that needs to change within the Ontario government and the systems about, who is offering ABA, the regulation, and how parents are informed about what is ABA, what is right about ABA, but what isn't ABA. Because there's just, so many different people who don't understand it, who don't come from a background like I had in special education. So I kind of knew what to look for. And they don't have maybe the language skills to access, like to even ask the questions about what is going to happen to my child. And, we've never been shut out of his sessions. We've seen them, and he loves them. He comes home giggling. They talk about how he laughs all the time, how he's such a joy. And so if there had ever been any indication that what was being done was harmful to him, we would have investigated different options.